That's actually an amazing question. The question was about keeping your eye on the ball. It's something we hear a lot, especially baseball players, right? Watch the ball, or watch the ball hit the glove, watch the ball hit the bat. It's pretty extraordinary, actually. If you think about, take a major league pitch as it comes from 60 feet 6 inches away from home plate to the batter, it takes a little under half a second to get there. And if you a great analogy is if you blink your eyes, like forcibly blink your eyes 3 times, the pitch has already gone by, okay? And so when a major league hitter hits a ball, they are using information that they actually tracked or took only in the first third of its flight, in that first 150 milliseconds. This is why pitchers are so successful. If you watch baseball, you'll hear he's pitching in and out of the zone, up and down, adjusting the eye level of the batter, or he's changing speeds a lot. And that's due to the property of acceleration, which over time, its aggregate effect gets bigger and bigger. So, for instance, the ball will fall some distance in half its flight and will fall 4 times that distance in the second part of its flight. And so by changing this up, all these pitches look the same, look very similar over the first third of their flight. And so what the batter is doing is they're taking data over the first 150 milliseconds. Okay, just that's basically a blink of the eye. They think about it for about another 50 milliseconds. That's how long it takes to process it. Then they make a decision. Okay, and that takes about, well, that's the doctor here, but that usually takes about 25 to 50 milliseconds to actually say begin to swing. Now, they're continually watching the ball, and there's some research that suggests that as they start their swing, there's sort of a no-go effect, that after about halfway there, you've already decided whether you're going to swing or not. And as you're sort of following through, that there is some evidence to suggest they can make minor corrections, okay, but there's no holding back. There's no correcting for, oh my gosh, that's a change and not a fastball. But like a lot of things in sports, like I played basketball a lot, and we were always told to follow through, right? This is a big thing. When you pitch, you're told to bend your back. And a lot of times the way that athletes and coaches communicate their art is often not congruent with the way we explain it, but it still serves its purpose. So a lot of those things like watch the ball, or if you're a Caddyshack fan, be the ball, whatever it is, are meant to establish good practices. But yeah, that's actually extraordinary that Greg Maddox was this very successful pitcher for the Atlanta Braves, and he basically said that the reason why he was so successful is that every one of his pitches, he wanted to make sure that they looked the same coming out of his hand, because he knew that batters can't tell the difference. And that was largely, he didn't have a dominating fastball, didn't have a great curve, and still was very successful.
Just to extrapolate on that, probably the greatest hitter of all time was Ted Williams, and he had incredible vision. And it was said that he could watch the ball strike the bat, and that's why he was the last one to bat 400. He had 20/10 vision in one eye, and I believe 20/15 in the other. And it's also why he was a fighter pilot during World War II and missed, or was it Korean War, and missed several years of his major league career because of it. But he had incredible hand-eye coordination, which is, speaking to the neurologist here, it's an inbred thing, but it can be fine-tuned. But he also had incredible vision and could watch the ball all the way to the bat.